Hey everybody, today I'm going to start a series. I'm going to call it the Improve Yourself series. Yesterday I talked about how you need to, if you want to change your appearance or anything, the first thing you have to do is change your heart, change what's on the inside of your body before you can worry about anything on the outside. This is in everything in life, whether it's fitness, business, whatever. If you're trying to change something, you have to start at the heart, start at the core. So today I want to kind of talk about why that's important, and then talk about how I'm going to talk about attitude and how you can change your attitude and why it's important to change your attitude, and that'll be the very first series with the series. Every Tuesday I'm going to give you a video on Improve Yourself. That way, when you're done here today, you have a little bit of homework. You can start to improve yourself. You can do things over the next week, so it's not all coming at you today or this week. We'll spread it out, give you a chance to start working and not get overloaded. So today, why is it important to improve your heart, your soul, and your mind? In Scripture, it talks about, Jesus was asked why or what defiles a person, and Jesus says what goes into your mouth does not defile a person, because what you put in your mouth only travels to your stomach and then it is expelled. Jesus says that what comes from your mouth, that is what defiles a person, because it proceeds from your heart. So what that means is, in fitness, I'm going to relate a lot of things to fitness because that's kind of my background, but you'll hopefully be able to see the connection the connection to other things in life, not just fitness. So in fitness, what that means is what you eat isn't what makes your appearance look bad. What you put in your mouth isn't what is making you feel bad. It's not what's making you fat. You can eat whatever you want. You can't eat as much as you want, but you can eat whatever you want, and you can still look good or look healthy. You might not be healthy, but you might look healthy. So what it means that you're defiled by what comes from your mouth, because it starts in your heart. Same thing in fitness, is that your mind, your heart controls what you're putting in your mouth. So guess what? If you don't change your heart, change your mind, then you're just going to keep feeding yourself the food, the lies, whatever it is in life. So we need to change our heart, we need to change our mind. So you might be wondering, how are we going to do this? So the best way to explain your heart and your mind and soul kind of all in one bundle, in my opinion, is attitude. Your attitude. Now, your attitude is kind of a reflection of how you see yourself. How you look at the world is a reflection of yourself. So, using your attitude, if you were, say, for instance, if you have a poor attitude, or there's a lot of people say a positive or negative attitude. If you have a negative attitude, then you're going to see negatives in the world. You're going to look at the world and you're going to notice the bad in a person. You're going to notice the bad in situations. If you have a positive attitude, you're going to notice the good in situations, or the good in other people, and the good or bad in yourself. So if you look at the world with a negative attitude, chances are you're looking at yourself with a negative attitude, and vice versa. If you see the world in a positive attitude, you're going to see yourself in a positive attitude. So as you move forward, we need to change your attitude before we can start worrying about changing anything on the outside of your body, changing your attitude. I've read a psychology book that discussed how to, or discuss why people, or how some people are successful, and one of the things that they talked about is self-value, which relates very, very closely with attitude. If a person sees themselves or has a higher self-value for themselves, that higher self-value is equal or correlates with a higher respect for themselves and higher respect for others, which with a higher respect for themselves or yourself and other people, you're going to have more of a sense of responsibility to take care of yourself and to help other people around you. So, or let me back up a little bit. With a higher respect for yourself, you're going to have more responsibility to take care of yourself. If you're taking care of yourself, you're reflecting good and you want to take care. You're also going to want to take care of the things around you, whether it's other people, plants, the world in general. And when we take care of things around us, we have a better outlook on life because we want to see people succeed. So, with that attitude, self-respect, or self-value, basically the same thing. When we have a positive attitude towards ourselves, high respect for ourselves, then we can see the good in ourselves. We want to take care of ourselves. So we need to change our attitude we need to change our attitudes so we can change what is on the outside of our body, even around our world, not just ourselves. We can also, by changing our attitude, we can also change the world around us. So, I got two things. First thing is this whole attitude thing it's not new. It's been around for years. In the Bible, there's a letter from Paul to the Ephesians, and he talks about attitude and mind, and he talks about his quote is, "Put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds, and to put on the new self, created to be like God in righteousness and holiness." That's Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22 to 24. So this whole knowing you need to change your heart, your attitude, it's not new. It's been around for a while. They talk about it in the Bible a lot. Psychology talks about it a lot. So it's not anything new. So as you move forward, next Tuesday, I'm going to come out with a different video to talk about some more things. This next week, what I want you to do, a little homework, a little challenge for you. I want you to start finding good things, positive things within yourself. And after a couple days of doing that, I want you to add on to that. Find good things in people around you, the situation around you, even if it's not maybe necessarily a good situation, find a positive in it. Do whatever you can. Write it down. Each day make a list. Just say, list about myself. I like this about me, or this is a good trait of mine. And then if you get in a situation, maybe you get in an accident and you don't get hurt, so you can say, I didn't get hurt, it was an accident. Give me a chance to kind of slow down and just take a step back and breathe. There's positives in every situation, even when the overall outlook is completely negative and has negative views. So as you move forward, your homework for next week is to find the good and the positives in yourself and in the world around you. Write it down. If you want, you can start a journal. This writing it down is going to help you just to kind of clarify everything and kind of go through everything. That way, you'll be able to process things better. So I challenge you to write it down. Next week, I will talk about, haven't fully decided, I'm looking at my whiteboard, haven't fully decided what I'm going to talk about next week, but next Tuesday, it'll be the second session of Improve Yourself. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. You know how to do it. Until then, keep owning it. Own your life.